We started out this whole little tournament we've been having here. We started out with 160 teams. We are now down to the final 32.
8 from each continent. Not the 8 you might expect from each continent, but 8 from each continent nonetheless.
Yes, 3 Global Trophy champions are in this. Only 3.
Yeah,
But they
3 out
have
of 6.
combined title reigns of 8 times.
Yeah, absolutely. You look at the teams that aren't here. You look at your Germanys that aren't here, your Spains that aren't here, your Brazils, your Italys, your Netherlands even that aren't even here.
Yeah.
No Cameroon. It's
no
it's
Australia.
a very open. No Australia. What?
Yeah.
This has been crazy. Like the whole tournament's been absolutely mental, and I think it's all come to a head with this.
Yes. 160 teams start off. We're down to 32. From the FIFA rankings of number 2 to number 159, we welcome you to the 2019 Global Trophy Finals.
Can Portugal retain their title?
Yes. Can France win a 5th? Can Argentina equal France's record and win a 4th? Or could we see someone new?
It'd be nice to see someone new again, wouldn't it?
It would be nice. Could it be from Africa or Asia? They've got some decent teams in there, especially Africa.
Yeah, it's very true.
You never know.
Very true indeed.
So let's kick off, shall we? Let's kick off with Asia. I'm going to kick off with our dud team, which will be Kuwait. They did so well to make it all the way here, but their FIFA rankings, ranked number 159, they are the weakest team here.
But they won't have to pre-qualify next year, which is good for them.
Yeah, that's a plus. So the Kuwait national team, bump your FIFA ranking up a bit, and then you'll be good for here, if you can do it again. Next, just narrowly scraping through on 155. Rank 155, we have Liberia, the winners of the African section.
Unbelievable scenes that was. They're only the 4th team ever to win in Africa after Senegal, Nigeria, and Cameroon.
Yeah.
I'm stunned by this. I really am stunned.
It's been a very shocking global trophy, hasn't it?
Yeah, Liberia from nowhere have won this.
Yep. And next up, rank number 147, it's Guatemala.
Guatemala, of course, also coming through the preliminary qualifiers. They came second in that one, and once again, the winners of the qualifiers didn't make it through, and they did.
Yeah, very, very well played.
Yep.
Next up, another shocking team to make it through here. I don't know how many Global Trophy finals they've been in, but it hasn't been that many. It's Vietnam, ranked number 102.
Yeah, Vietnam did all right in Asia. In the end, they had a fairly easy run of things, but they made it through, so that's all that matters.
Yeah. The next team, ranked number 77, it's Lebanon.
Again, in the Asia section, they had a fairly easy run of things, but they have to do what you have to do, and they've done what they need to do.
Yeah. And next, the Asian champions, ranked number 76, China.
Didn't think we'd be saying that, did we?
No. What, the Asian champions, China? No.
First time since 2011 that they won the Asia section. Obviously, back in those days, Australia weren't there.
Yep.
And Australia weren't even there this year. They got knocked out in round 1.
By Jordan.
Of all teams.
Jordan knocked them out.
Yeah.
Next up, ranked number 71, Saudi Arabia.
Yeah, also former Asia section champions, 4-time winners, current record holder in Asia. Decent side, Saudi Arabia. I wouldn't say they're particularly favourites, but I reckon they've got a decent chance if they get a good run going.
Yep, and next up, ranked number 69, we have Algeria.
They did all right, didn't they, in Africa? I think they made the semis, I think.
Yeah, I think so. Yeah, I'm fairly certain it was something like that.
No, they lost to Liberia. They lost to eventual winners Liberia in the quarters, didn't they?
Yeah, of course, yeah.
Yeah.
Next team, ranked number 66, is the Ivory Coast.
Losing out in the final. Surprising, that one to me.
Yeah, so maybe they've been saving their energy for the Global Trophy Finals. Ivory Coast have done okay in Global Trophy Finals, but they've never really shown promise.
They've never came out of Nigeria and Cameroon's shadow.
Even Senegal's.
Yeah, exactly. Or Ghana, for that matter.
Or Ghana's, yeah. The next team, ranked number 59, is Bolivia.
Semi-finalists in the Americas section.
Yeah.
This time around. Did all right, didn't they?
Yeah, pretty decent indeed. The next team, ranked number 58, is Ecuador.
Again, also making it through. They did just about enough to make it through to the Global Trophy Finals. They might do quite well here.
Yep, and next ranked number 55, it's the underdog story, former runners-up, South Korea.
Still yet to win in Asia section championship. They did enough to get through once again this time. Maybe this will be their year.
never know. And following them in Asia is ranked number 54. It's Japan.
Yeah, runners-up in the Asia section this time around. They had quite a good run. I think the home field advantage for China certainly paid off in the final.
Yeah, in a very a battle of the superpowers, you could say.
Yeah, absolutely.
Next up, we mentioned Ghana before. Here we are, former third places, I believe. The Giant Killers of 2006's tournament. It's Ghana.
They're a good side, Ghana, and I think they knocked out Cameroon this time around.
Yes.
So they're in good form.
Yep. Next up, representing the lowest team to represent Europe here is ranked number 49, Hungary.
They are very hungry for success. They did very well in the qualifiers. I think they came in the top 4, I think.
Yeah, I think they might have done, yeah.
So good side, and I think, obviously every European side in this, these are the lowest ranked European side. So as you can tell, every European side has a real good chance at this trophy. Some more than others, obviously, but Hungary will be one to watch out for.
Yes, indeed. And ranked number 48. If there's going to be any team from Asia or Africa that's going to win the global trophy, it's my pick, Nigeria.
Solid side, Nigeria. Very solid side. I'm excited to see how they get on. I am surprised they didn't win the Africa section this time around, losing on penalties to the Ivory Coast, but they've got a good side, and I think they'll be there or thereabouts.
Yes, and next up, it's ranked number 45, it's Morocco.
Yeah, another good African side. Not quite up to the levels of Cameroon and Nigeria, but maybe this time around.
Just maybe. Next up, ranked number 44, it's former third place Bulgaria, but they got that third place a long time ago.
Yeah, they're not the biggest of sides, but you never know. They've got a decent enough side, and who knows?
Yep. Next up, it is the American Killers that are Costa Rica.
Yeah, they beat the US. Very surprising. Very surprising indeed.
Yeah, and next up, the highest ranked Asian team we have here, which is Iran, ranked number 33.
Iran have formerly won 2 Asia section trophies. They're a decent side. Maybe they could do quite well this time around. I think they finished in the quarterfinals before, I think.
Yeah, I'm fairly certain they did something like that, yeah.
Yeah.
Next up, ranked number 27. We're getting to the high ones now. We've still got 12 to go. Ranked number 27, it's Romania, also representing Europe.
Yeah, Romania. Quite surprising that they're still here. I can't remember who they beat, but I think they beat someone quite big. I can't remember, but it was they're a good side. Again, Romania dangerous.
Yeah. Next up, probably the third best African team. Well, probably tying with Ghana actually for that. But ranked number 25, it's Senegal.
Yeah, and in today's footballing world, they're actually got a very good side as well. They've got players like Sadio Mane and Niang as well from AC Milan fame in the past. So yeah, good team.
And next up, ranked number 24, we have Austria.
Yeah, Austria, another good side. Founders of Red Bull, Austria.
Nice.
Yeah.
That's I thank them a lot.
Yeah, me too.
Yeah, for trying to get me up for early days at work. There you go. Next up, ranked number 23, it's Tunisia.
Good side. Again, they did all right in the African section. I think they were semi-finalists this time around.
Next up, ranked number 21, it's Peru.
Yeah, Peru again, decent side. Not the best of teams in this game, but I don't think they've ever done poorly. They've never disgraced themselves unless they fought a big team early on. So who knows?
Yeah. Next up, ranked number 15. Oh no, sorry, 16. 16, sorry, is my pick to win the global trophy, Mexico.
Former runners-up. They've won the America's Championship once before in 2013. So we'll see how they get on.
Yeah. And next up, ranked number 15, they're bloody high in the FIFA rankings, it's Sweden.
Yeah, the Swedes. Have they ever won in Europe before? I think they might have done, actually. No, they haven't.
No, I think that was another sort of...
It was Norway. Norway won it
another
before.
Scandinavian team.
But Sweden are decent. Sweden are very decent.
Next up, ranked number 14, it's Colombia.
Yeah, Colombia. Again, back in this era of football, not the best of teams, but they're these days they're obviously very strong with their incredible team that they've got now.
Yeah. Next, ranked number 11 and 3-time Global Trophy champions, and current rank number 1, it's Argentina.
Finally qualifying for the first time since 2016.
Yes, the Global Trophy 2019 American Qualifiers champions.
Could they do it again?
Only time will tell. Next up, representing Europe, the top 3 representing Europe, rank number 10 is Denmark.
Good side. Good side indeed.
Yeah, and next up, the current Global Trophy champions, ranked number 7. It's Portugal!
Can they defend that? I mean, they finished runner-up in Europe as well this time.
It's been a very impressive run for Portugal, I gotta say.
Since winning the trophy, they did quite well in the Champion of Champions, if I remember correctly. I think they finished, was it quarterfinals, semi-finals?
Yeah, something like that, yeah.
So they were a decent side there, and once again, they did well in Europe this time around. Maybe they could do it.
You never know. But one of the teams they may have to get past is the current four-time Global Trophy champions, France. Top side, ranked number 2.
They're dangerous, France, and I'm excited to see how they get on. They're probably going to be the ones to watch in this competition. They won the European section once again. I think that's the 6th time they've won it, I believe. Yeah, 6th time. So, pretty dominant stuff from France. I'm excited to see how they get on.
We're restarting. God damn it.
God damn.
No! Alright, well, we're back in a minute, and then we'll see who's going to win. And, folks, we are back. The Global Trophy 2019 finals. We're here, and here is the draw. As you can see on the screen, and I'm going to say it to Sam. Our first match is Ecuador-Costa Rica. Battle of 2 American teams. Then we have Austria versus China.
Interesting.
Kuwait will take on Argentina. Argentina didn't need that bye.
It's fair, though, because obviously a big team gets the bye, which is quite nice.
Morocco have Saudi Arabia. That's a bit of a crunch match.
Yep.
Vietnam, the poor sods, are being fed to France.
Oh.
Ghana have got Peru. Sweden have South Korea. And Colombia have Lebanon.
Interesting. So Portugal are on the bracket by themselves on the south.
Yes, and
half.
France and Argentina are on the same bracket, but they will meet in the semi-finals. If that's good. This is going to be interesting, this is.
Very interesting. I think that we'll see. We'll see how it goes on.
Right. Ecuador, Ecuador, Costa Rica, first up.
Ecuador for me.
It's a 1-0 win for Ecuador. Ecuador through to the second round.
Good for them.
Costa Rica out. Next up, it's Austria versus the Asian champions, China.
I'm going to go Austria, but it's going to be close.
It's a 1-0 win for Austria. They're in the second round to take on Ecuador. One of those teams is making it to the quarterfinals.
Good for them.
Kuwait will have Argentina, so that's a 3-0 victory for Argentina, who play very midfieldy in 3-5-2 formation at this point.
Yep, absolutely. Argentina are a good side, and I think, they, as much as, it's never nice to get a free victory handed to you. I think if any team was going to have it, I think it's only fair that they do.
Yeah. So, yeah, this is going to be very interesting to see what that second half bracket is, because we haven't had Portugal yet, we haven't had Denmark, we haven't had Nigeria, I don't think, no Senegal. It's going to be interesting. No Guatemala either, and they're my picks to win. No, okay, they're not. Mexico haven't been in there, though.
No, they're not. They're on the bottom half as well.
So Mexico, Portugal. Ooh.
Tasty.
Tasty match, that is. Tasty. All right, so Argentina with the victory, the bye victory over Kuwait. They'll take on either Morocco or Saudi Arabia. This is a pretty big crunch match between two continents.
I'm going to go for Morocco.
It's a 2-0 win for Morocco. Saudi Arabia go, so that's 2 Asian teams that have gone.
Yep.
Actually, 3 Asian teams if you count Kuwait.
Yeah, absolutely.
And they could lose a 4th here if Vietnam don't beat France. Vietnam 0, France 14.
Goodness me.
Yes, so that's half of Asia gone.
In the first half of the bracket.
Less than the first half of the bracket, nearly the first quarter of the bracket. Ghana, Peru next.
I'm going to go Ghana on this one.
It's a 2-0 win for Ghana. They're in the second round. They'll take on France.
Tough
Ghana
game.
are the giant killers as well. Oh, God. Ghana are the giant killers as well. Ugh.
They are. They play France.
All right. Sweden versus South Korea.
Tough one, this. I don't know who this one's going to go.
It's a 3-0 win for Sweden.
Oh, wow. There goes South Korea.
Yep, South Korea, another Asian team gone. And Lebanon could join them if they don't beat Colombia, which they haven't. A 4-0 win for Colombia.
Good result for Colombia.
Next up is, we're into the second half of the bracket now. Iran versus the Ivory Coast. God, they're just falling by the wayside here, Asia. Ivory Coast win 2-0.
Goodness me. That's
God,
crazy.
I tell you what, Africa have been dominant so far.
They've all gone through, I think.
Yeah. Next up is Guatemala. They've got Hungary.
Hungary for me.
It's a 4-0 win for Hungary. Guatemala, you did brilliantly to get here.
Yeah, they did indeed. And they'll obviously be back next year.
Yep. Romania, Japan is next up.
I'm going to go for Japan.
It's a 2-1 win for Japan. Next up is Liberia, Algeria.
2 African teams, the African champions.
It's Algeria. The African champions are gone in round 1.
There you go.
Denmark, Senegal.
Big crunch match here.
It's a 4-1 win for Denmark.
Wow.
Denmark stamping their code here. Could Bulgaria do the same against Nigeria? No, Nigeria win 2-0. And Mexico have got Portugal.
Oh, big crunch match.
The champions are through. 3-1 win for Portugal.
That's a big statement from Portugal. Really big statement from Portugal.
The last match of the first round, Tunisia, Bolivia.
I'm going to go for Tunisia.
It's a 3-0 win for Bolivia.
Oh, wow.
Tunisia go. Round 2. Ecuador, Austria.
Ecuador?
It's a penalty victory for Austria.
Oh, wow.
They're in the quarterfinals.
Well done, Austria.
Argentina, Morocco.
Surely Argentina.
It's a 1-0 win for Argentina. That was close.
Good effort from Morocco, though.
France versus Ghana. Can the Giant Killers do it again? No. France win 2-0.
Good effort from France. Ghana, sad to see them go.
Yep. Sweden, Colombia.
I'm going to go Sweden here.
It's a win for Colombia. 1-0.
Oh, wow. There you go.
So we have 2 European teams, 2 American teams so far.
Yep.
Looking very much like the norm. But we do have the second half of the bracket, including Hungary versus the Ivory Coast.
A tough one, this.
It's a 2-0 win for Hungary. They're in the quarterfinals.
Well done, Hungary.
Ivory Coast fall out. We are going to have an Asian or an African team in the semi-finals, though, or in the quarterfinals. It's going to be Japan or Algeria.
Algeria for me.
It's a 1-0 win for Japan. They're in the quarterfinals, and we've got Denmark, Nigeria next.
So this is Africa's last hope.
Yeah, Africa's last hope right here. Lands on Nigeria, who have lost, and Denmark go through.
Wow, so Africa out.
Africa out. Asia hanging on by a thread with Japan. Portugal, Bolivia.
Surely Portugal will
The
go through.
reigning champions are through to the quarterfinals. 3-0 win.
Impressive from Portugal again.
The reigning champions are one step closer.
Can they do it?
We still have France and Argentina in as well.
We do indeed.
Austria, Argentina.
Surely Argentina again
In
here.
the quarterfinals. It's a 1-0 win for Argentina.
Through to the semis for the first time in God knows how long.
Next, it's France, Colombia.
I'm going to go for France.
It's a 1-0 win for France. It's Argentina, France in the semi-finals.
So we will have one former winner in the final for sure.
Yep. Hungary versus Japan.
A tough one, this.
It's a 4-0 win for Hungary. They're in the semi-finals.
Hungary have been really good at this.
Denmark, Portugal. So we're going to have either an American or a European champion.
We are indeed.
It's a 1-0 win for Portugal. They're in the semis.
Goodness me, Portugal are really gunning for this.
Can they do it? Argentina, France. Argentina, the last team that's not in Europe to be in the tournament. And they've beat France.
Wow, there you go.
Argentina in the finals. Will they get Portugal or Hungary? They've got Portugal in the finals. Could beat Hungary. Can Portugal do it? Can they be the first team in Global Trophy history to successfully retain their title? They've done it!
Oh my goodness!
Portugal have done it again!
Back to back!
The first time ever, back-to-back winners. It's finally happened, and it's Portugal that's done it. 2 years in a row.
I mean, bitter disappointment for Argentina, because they could have gone unbeaten this year. Portugal again!
2 years in a row for Portugal. After 15 years, it's finally happened.
Unbelievable.
And of all teams to do it, it's Portugal that does it. A team that, before last year's competition, no one expected to win their first, let alone their second in a row.
Unbelievable. I mean, okay, the top three obviously, were the former champions, which we did kind of expect, France, Argentina and Portugal. What a story! Portugal from nowhere again!
2 years on the trot for Portugal. You've also got to give big props to Hungary for making it to the semi-finals.
Hungary did a great job.
Yeah, and they nearly upset Portugal in the semis.
I'm staggered. Like last year I was staggered because they've come from nowhere. This year they've done it again.
Yeah, to be the first team to successfully regain the title. Argentina once again fall at the finals.
Ah, bitter.
So, the title does not change hands. Portugal remain the first time ever we've had consecutive champions that is the same team, and it's Portugal, now two-time reigning, defending Global Trophy champions. The winners of the 2019 Global Trophy are Portugal again.
I mean, okay, in all fairness, I get, they did quite well in Europe this time around. They finished second, didn't they, to France?
Yeah.
But my goodness me, I mean, they beat Mexico, who are a very good side.
Yeah.
Hungary did quite well.
But then they had an easy-ish run to the finals.
An easier run than they did last year, that's
Yeah.
for sure. But wow, to beat Argentina in the final as well.
Yep, and there we go. Portugal are the winners. So, yeah, next year, Portugal are going in with a target on their back.
For sure, yeah. They've got to be regarded now as a top team. They have to be.
Yeah, they are not going to be underestimated anymore. So, we'll see how Portugal do in next year's Global Trophy, the 2020 Global Trophy.
I'm excited to see how that goes on. Obviously, this year's been really fun to do. There's no doubt about that. But yeah, it's been unprecedented.
Yeah.
An amazing performance from Portugal. Argentina beating France, which is very cool to see. The top two teams play each other.
Yeah,
but yeah, wow.
But it's Portugal again to come in and take the title for the second year in a row. First time ever that a team has successfully defended the Global Trophy ever since I started doing this in 2005. That long ago.
14 years, and it's finally happened. Portugal have defended the title.
Yes, but can they defend it again next
Surely not. Surely not again.
There's only so often that you can go from a skeptic to being a believer. A lot of people are now with Portugal, but can they exceed expectations again next year in the Global Trophy 2020? We'll find out in, probably about, 10, 11 months when we do the next one.
Absolutely, yeah. It's been a real pleasure. I mean, some great individual performances. Obviously, we mentioned Hungary.
Guatemala's done pretty well as well.
Yeah, Guatemala to qualify. Liberia winning the Africa section.
Jordan beating Australia. China winning the Asian section.
Absolutely. And obviously,
England
Argentina
making it to the second round. Well, at least England did lose to the eventual champions. So that's a plus, at least.
Yeah, absolutely. No shame there.
There's no shame for that for England. But just think if they beat Portugal, though. Jeez. That could be England! That could have been England there!
I doubt it.
God damn it. Bloody Portugal.
Still never coming home.
Yeah, well, next year might be England's year. Next year could be anyone's year. South Korea's year. Could be Africa's year. Could be Italy's year, finally.
But with all that said and done,
that is the end of the Global Trophy 2019. Portugal have defended the title, the 2018 winners, now the 2018 and 2019 winners. And we'll be looking with eagle eyes to see how they do in the 2020 tournament next year. I've been Masterath.
I've been Sam64.
And I'll see you for my next video, and Sam, I'll see you probably for the next Global Trophy, I'd say.
No, man, we've got Sonic 1 to do.
Oh, yeah, of course. You got your cable yet?
No, Amazon let me down.
Damn it. Right, well, we'll see you for more videos in the future. See you then.
Bye.